Alrighty, guys. So continuing with our fairy tale writing, I want to show you that it's super important that as you are moving with your fairy tale, that you think about today's teaching point. So up in the yellow post-it note on the screen, it says, good writers tell stories that make the reader shiver. They add emotions, details, and paint a picture with words. Now, you're not exactly going to be using real paint and painting all over your computer or your notebook or whatever you're using. But I want to show you how important it is to make sure your audience, your reader, knows how the character is feeling, and we can do that with our words. So you can see on my screen, I have the beginning of my paragraph, which says, once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella. She lived in a huge complex in the city. Cinderella lived with her stepfamily, which included her stepmother and two stepsisters. Her stepsisters were very mean to Cinderella. They made her clean up after them every day. Cinderella never got to do anything fun. She was sad all the time. Now, this is an okay paragraph. I'm talking about my character, where she lives, and kind of giving some information on how my main character is feeling. However, there's a lot more that I can do to this paragraph to really help my reader understand and make that mental picture in their mind as they're reading my story. So I'm going to copy this paragraph. So I've highlighted it. I'm going to right click and make a copy. And I'm going to make some adjustments down below. So here's my paragraph. I'll up a little bit more. So, once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella. Now, when people hear the name Cinderella, they think of a princess with long blonde hair and this and that. But if I want my character to be different, maybe to look different, then I need to use my words to describe her appearance. I might say, she was a young, I cannot spell today. She was a young girl with long golden hair, sparkled in the sunlight. Now, looking at that sentence, I can make that picture in my head. Just like how the sun's shining out of my window right now, I can think about how that blonde, golden hair is really going to sparkle through. It says she lived in a huge complex in the city. Can I add some more detail? Maybe I can describe the city a bit more that she lived in. The city was full of people walking to and from their jobs, houses, and everyone enjoyed the neighborhood. It was a friendly place to live. Okay, so now I kind of can now I've described my setting a bit more, so I can kind of picture this really big neighborhood, plenty of people walking to and from. I can even almost kind of hear the noises of the cars, of the people talking, maybe talking on their phones or talking to one another. I've got a better picture in my head. And then it says Cinderella lived with her stepfamily, which included her stepmother and two stepsisters. Her stepsisters were very mean to Cinderella every day. I'm going to change the phrase very mean to a more descriptive word. I might use the word even cruel to Cinderella. They made her clean up after them every day. Maybe I could include an example of how much Cinderella had to clean. I might say one time her stepsisters decided to paint their room a new color. The paint splattered all over their new carpet, and guess who got to clean it up? Cinderella. Cinderella never got to do anything. I'm going to change it to she because I just used that name. She never got to do anything fun. And sad all the time. All right. So look at my first paragraph. Okay, it's okay. There's some detail, but there's definitely room for more. And then read my new paragraph that I wrote. Once upon a time, there was a young girl named Cinderella. She was a young girl with long golden hair that sparkled in the sunlight. She lived in a huge complex in the city. The city was full of people walking to and from their jobs, houses, and everyone enjoyed the neighborhood. It was a friendly place to live. Cinderella lived with her stepfamily, which included her mother and her two stepsisters. Her stepsisters were cruel to Cinderella. They made her clean up after them every day. One time, her stepsisters decided to paint their room a new color. The paint splattered all over their new carpet, and guess who got to clean it up? Cinderella. She never got to do anything fun and was sad all the time. That's definitely painting a picture with my words, and I'm sure that whoever's reading this can definitely make that picture in their mind and really start to feel how Cinderella was feeling. So what I want you to do today is you can either write a new paragraph in your story, or if you want to look at one of the previous assignments on Google Classroom, and if you want to do just like I did and how I copied it and wrote it, that's fine too. But I really want you to focus on how you can add more details and emotion into your story so that your reader understands how you are feeling. So with that, I'm going to send you off and into this tomorrow.